All right, what's good, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. Unscheduled tonight. Uh, just wanted to come on and let y'all know I'm just so freaking tired. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm so tired of the bullshit. Um, Donald Trump, this whole political environment we're in. It's too much. Just too freaking much. And I can't take it anymore. Not that I can do anything about it, but it's just ridiculous. This indictment of James Comey, purely political, for no other reason other than political, um, and rushed because the statute of limitations ran out or runs out on the 30th of September, which is just a few days from now. Um, and the fact that Trump fired a federal prosecutor who understood that there was no case, there was not enough evidence to win a case against James Comey. So what Trump did was fired him and brought in his personal attorney. I believe she's an insurance lawyer, has no prosecutorial experience whatsoever. She has never prosecuted a case, not ever once in her about to be short-lived career. She's going to let Donald Trump ruin her career. She'll probably end up losing her law license for bringing a frivolous case to the federal courts, but that remains to be seen. I don't know. Uh, I'm no legal expert or anything like that. I'm just guessing that it might be kind of fucked up uh, in the end for her. As you know, a few lawyers have lost their law licenses fucking around with Donald Trump, trying to defend his lunacy. But in any case, I'm so sick and tired. Um, and I'm actually considering not even talking about any politics for quite a while on the show. Um, I think I'm going to stick to the entertainment industry, which I am retired from, but enjoyed so much for 30 years as a producer and manager, um, uh, label owner, studio owner. I've done all that. Um, Production company. Still have the production company, actually. But I think that's what I'm going to stick to. The entertainment biz, uh, music news, gossip, uh, advice, business advice, things of that nature. Because the politics it'll just wear you the fuck out. Politics and religion, both of those are two subjects that are mentally draining. It really is. And as a retired dude, I don't need that kind of stress and bullshit in my life. So we're sticking to the music industry. I got some ideas coming up. I actually want to do uh, some sort of uh, live show, on the concert side, on the performance side, I have a friend of mine up in Jersey actually started this Crazy Baby TV thing as a means of presenting artists that I used to produce and manage 17 years ago now. It's been 17 years ago that I actually started this channel. Um, we were doing a show called Live from the Garage. Live from the Garage. I'm thinking about bringing that back. Thinking about bringing that back. Um, there's a few other shows out there already that do sort of the same thing. The Front Porch is one that I follow. Really enjoy their format. And they have some incredible artists on there, but all of their artists are celebrities already. I want to. I think I want to present uh, up and comers, unknown underground artists, singers, uh, true hip hop rappers. None of this mumble bullshit and drug addicted bullshit that's going on now. This gang related. Not trying to do any of that. So don't even inquire about being on the show if that's your format. Uh, we're going to actually put out an official promo pretty soon. I have some designers working on it right now, so that we can start uh, looking at some artists that I want to bring on. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. It's been a long day. I had my grandkids most of the afternoon once they got out of school today. So I don't know if any of you are parents or grandparents of small kids, but if you are, you know how draining they can be. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. We're getting ready to change the format of the show. We're going to focus more on the entertainment, the industry, uh, and what's going on around the industry, because that's the industry that I spent most of my adult life in. So, and I miss it sometimes. I don't miss being in the studio like I thought I would when I sold my studio and retired. I don't miss the hustle, of flying all over the place, driving all over the place, trying to get deals done. I don't miss any of that. That shit was tiring. And as I look back on that life, man, I spent so many days on the road away from my kids while they were growing up, and it was stressful. It really was. It really was. So I don't want to do that anymore. That's why, uh, past couple of years since I retired, I've toned down the travel. I haven't actually traveled anywhere outside my local area here now in about 4 years. Um, uh, but I'm sure I have to get on the road a little bit, as the channel grows, because I do want to, get out to where the artists are, and present them in their element, as much as I can. But I mainly want to present them, here, especially too with the way the industry has changed. Uh, Streaming is literally everything right now. Live performances and a lot of up and coming artists don't have very many performance outlets, to take advantage of. So hey, if I can stream them, here live, and you can log on and check these artists out, that's going to be awesome. So I invite you, stay tuned. Live from the Garage is coming back. So many people have been asking me to get back in the music business for a long time, and I was very apprehensive about it. Um, but I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So stay tuned. The Ken Jackson experience is uh, shifting back into music mode, uh, and be doing some artist interviews, and things of that nature as well. So uh, I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited. Tired right now. Like I said, it's been a long, long afternoon with the grandkids, and which is weird to me to every time I think about the fact that I'm a grandfather now, a for real grandfather. I got four grandbabies. I'm like, wow, you know. Um, but I love the job. I love the title. I wouldn't give it up for anything. I wouldn't change anything. um, Love those babies. And if you got grandkids, you should love yours too, and try to spend as much time with them as you can. My daughter, she works hard, to take care of her family, and I'm always happy to get the kids. Even when I really don't feel like it, I will get the kids just to spend that time with them. Sometimes they think I'm a little mean because I am a cranky old man. I am. I admit that. I'm a cranky old dude, but them babies know I love them. So if you got some, make sure you love them. What else? What else? It's been a lot going on in the world of entertainment, actually. Uh, Cardi B pregnant with uh, Stefan Diggs's child, we think. I'm not going to speculate that it's not his, but Cardi, slow down, man. Slow down. You're not even divorced from, what's that kid's name? Offset. You're not even divorced from that clown. And, and I see he's trying to take everything from you. What an idiot. Dude, Offset, if you hear this, brother, get a job, make some music. You know, it's sad. Takeoff, is gone. The Migos is no more. But damn, bro, don't you have any talent of your own? You got to try to take Cardi B's money. Take some of her real estate. But you want her to pay off your taxes and all types of crazy shit. We're hearing about. Come on, man, knock it off. Be a real man. Stand up. Make sure you provide for those children because he got three children with the girl. But leave her alone. As far as trying to be a kept man. Are you serious, dude? Are you fucking serious? Dude, I paid child support for a lot of years, man, and even when I couldn't, but my kids know who their father is, and I have great relationships with all of my kids. And if you want that, bro, you better be there for them kids. Stop trying to take their mama's money. That's something I could never do. I never in my life could have even thought about something like that with my ex-wife. What? Take from her like that? I just don't understand. I just don't. Especially, you were a part of one of the most successful rap groups, in the game at the time when y'all were hot. You know, I personally didn't like your music. I couldn't even tell you a Migos song or an Offset song or anything, honestly. But hey, y'all had a big following, and I'm sure you still got a few fans out there. You might, if you focused on them and stopped trying to take money from Cardi B and live off her coattails. That's real sad, And I know some of y'all are gonna get at me, over that because I know some of y'all are hardcore Offset fans, and that's cool. if you are, hey, but tell your mans to make some music, yo. Stop trying to take that girl's money. Let her live. Let them kids live. Probably if you hadn't have been such an asswipe, and cheating and shit, all 7 years that you were married to her, uh, life could have been different. You know what I mean? But you out here trying to, live the baller life, trying to impress these broke ass chicks out here, you know, and now you about to be broke yourself. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. What else is going on? Diddy's asking to be released from prison immediately. He hasn't even been sentenced yet, or has he? I don't know if the judge has made a decision on his sentencing yet. I know his lawyers were asking. They were basically asking for him to be released on time served, which is what they're supposed to do. They're just attorneys doing their jobs. I don't have much to comment on the Diddy situation in terms of what I think, and how I feel about whether he's guilty or innocent or not. He's been convicted, on two of the lesser charges. And hey, let that ride. If he can appeal it, go for it. That's how the system is set up. But as it stands now, he's a convicted felon. And you know, I don't know how much more time he should do. It's not for me to even guess or decide or speculate on. Um, just hope that the judge makes the right decision on, and whether they release him or hold him over for a little bit more time, you know, and let's see where it ends up. Diddy had probably I'm not going to say the most successful career, but in terms of hip hop, I would put him in the top three, the top three as far as hip hop moguls. Um, I did a little work for Bad Boy over the years. Back in the day, I had a friend of mine that was signed to Bad Boy and did a lot of recording for him and a lot of engineering and mixing. Um, Enjoyed the work. Didn't really participate in any of the extracurriculars. I have been to a few parties, back in the day. Um, Never been to any of the parties after the party, though. Let me make that clear. I don't know anything about freak offs and stuff other than what uh, was spoken about in the media, so don't even ask me those questions. Um, but did a lot of work, for those 5 years, 4 or 5 years or so, that my homie was signed with them, and moved on to bigger and better things personally. Um, as I said earlier, I was a studio owner here in South Florida for 30 years. 30 years. Opened my first studio when my firstborn was born. I'm 60 years old now. Can you believe it? 60 don't look bad, huh? But I turned 60 last week. Um, Been fully retired, actually, from the business now for about uh, 4 years, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Had some medical issues, still have medical issues that I'm dealing with, which isn't going to get any better. Unfortunately, it's just going to continue to go its course, and I'm okay with that. I've had a great life, been very fortunate. You hear me speak about being grateful a lot because I'm truly grateful. Uh, I'm not envious or jealous of anybody. I don't wish my life would have taken a different path or anything like that. For me, I've had the perfect life. Got to travel all around the world. Got to meet and know so many awesome people. you know, uh, in my time here, and hopefully I'll meet a lot more. I love people, so so hey, let's see, December. Let me open that. And where was I? Oh, as I said, been very been very fortunate in my life to be able to do all the things that I wanted to do. So um, now I want to do this, and I was debating, on what direction, to take the channel. I thought I was done with the entertainment business, in terms of music and stuff like that. But again, like I said, I miss it. I don't miss being in the studio. I definitely don't miss that. It was a lot of long hours, and uh, you know, I don't know, very rewarding times, but sometimes stressful. Trying to put these projects together, and dealing with a lot of different ideas, from the artists that I worked with. Um, but for the most part, it was awesome. I got a lot of, uh, built a lot of good relationships, over the years. Uh, so I guess now is the time to just talk about it. My son tells me all the time that I should share a lot of my experiences with people, because it might be helpful. He's a mental health therapist, and very proud of that dude, man. My son is awesome, uh, and he's up in New York doing his thing, and couldn't ask for a better son. I, and that's real, A lot of people like to gloat about their kids, but I've been extremely lucky. My son, my two daughters, and then, as I said earlier, my four grandbabies. Life is good, man. Life is real good. Uh, but so yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I know, which is the music industry. Although the industry has changed a lot, it's changed a whole lot. And trust me, it's completely different from when I started. Because when I started out in the music biz, we were still pushing cassette tapes, and we were recording on 4 and 8 track, cassette machines. I've been independent my whole time in the industry, so um, started out, with a with a PV DPM8, music workstation, and you know, I'm not a musician. After all these years, I still can't play a single note, y'all, which is crazy, right? Because that I actually never learned how to play, but I could damn sure put a dope beat together, because sequencers made that shit, you know, amazingly easy. I've always been a computer head, uh, ever since my time in the military. Even back then, before the internet existed, and we were communicating across lines with bulletin boards and flash messages and shit like that. So uh, it's come a long way. But I remember my first studio here in Fort Pierce, um, and I was recording on digital tape. I had I forget the actual model, but I had uh, a digital recorder that was made by Roland, and it recorded on these big cassettes, these big digital cassettes, and then I had a program called Cakewalk, uh, and I nigger rigged it so that I could record directly into my computer. Of course, my hard drive back then was only big enough to hold one song. Because it wasn't even gigabytes. Like a big hard drive back then was like what, 500, 500 and something megabytes, some shit like that, and 1,000 megabytes, which uh, was just crazy, crazy small, Uh, but that shit was fun, man. But I remember back then, when we were right on the precipice of the digital age, and I told people, I said, "Yo, this digital recording thing is gonna change the world, y'all," and it did, and it did. And same thing when I started Crazy Baby TV. I was like, "Yo, this internet TV thing is gonna be something major one day." And look at it now. Everybody and their mama got a show on the internet, podcast, webcast, live streaming, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's doing it now. So, had I stayed consistent, throughout the pandemic and beyond, Crazy Baby TV would be a media monster right now. But I don't regret falling off. I fell off, mainly for medical reasons, and which was more important to me to save my life as opposed to try to continue building something, at the time. So that's what I focused on. So here I am now. Life is good, and we're gonna do this thing once and for all. We're going to hopefully do some great things with Crazy Baby TV and the Ken Jackson Experience. So check it out. If y'all want to come on board and join me and help me turn this into something, uh, DM me, inbox me, email me, smoke screens, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just get at me. Let's talk. Visit the website. The links, are here on the YouTube channel. And let's work. Let's turn this. I'm interested in other shows coming on the channel too. You don't have to come and work on my show. If you got a show idea, bring it to me. I'll produce it. I'll produce it and present it here through Crazy Baby TV, and we'll make some things happen. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna go. I need to lay my ass down. I got an early day tomorrow. It's Saturday, and Saturday is when I get a lot of stuff done behind the scenes, preparing for Sunday night. Um, but if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. Sunday night, 9 p.m. is the Ken Jackson Experience, and I'll be coming to you live. And we're trying to get some guests lined up. I do want some people to come on and talk about, and we're gonna talk about whatever. You know what I mean? Um, I don't have any set topic to speak about, so uh, but we're gonna talk about whatever. Um, and coming soon, phone lines will be reopened again. I don't have the capability right at the moment to take live calls. I had to. Put some of my gear in the shop to get repaired because, as you know, electronics can be fickle. Sometimes shit breaks down, and you gotta get it oiled up and back on track. So hopefully, I'll be able to get that back um, from the people that are fixing it, and or I might have to buy a new one. I don't know yet. I don't want to if I don't have to because I got a lot of stuff already in there, which needs to be recovered, hopefully, in the other system. But it is what it is. If I gotta start it all over from scratch, with brand new gear, then that's what I'll do. All right, so I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience, my life experience, my time. Uh, y'all have a good night. Peace. I'm out.